A new report from Trust for America's Health indicates that more people in America die from prescription pill overdoses as opposed to heroin and cocaine combined, which is fascinating. Now, we knew that prescription drug abuse is a big problem in the country, but we didn't know to what extent until this report came out and gave us some specific numbers. So this has become an increasing issue since 1999, and let me give you some of those numbers so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. So deaths involving prescription pills have actually quadrupled since 1999. So
That's
they
amazing.
looked at 1999 through 2010, and that's what they noticed. Some more findings of the study also indicate that about 6.1 million people abuse prescription pills, and overdose deaths have at least doubled in 29 states, where they now exceed vehicle-related deaths.
Amazing.
I know. In 10 of those states, the rates have actually tripled. In 4 of them, quadrupled. So it's a serious problem.
The fact that it has exceeded vehicle deaths is unbelievable. I literally had to read it 3 times. I couldn't believe it, right? So this is an out of control problem. But luckily, you see the government is constantly running those ads, say no to prescription drugs, right? This is your brain on prescription drugs. I mean, they're running those all the time, right?
All the time.
I mean, there's a lot of fear-mongering going around about prescription pills, right?
In fact, there are more people getting locked away for prescription drug abuse as opposed to marijuana abuse. So at least, you know, the authorities are focusing on the real issue here. Now, you guys know that that's not the truth.
No, wait a minute. Didn't they lock up Rush Limbaugh after he was a massive OxyContin abuser and had violated the law and getting different prescriptions he wasn't supposed to get? I mean, they threw the book at him, right?
Jake, he needed rehabilitation.
Oh,
okay, he wasn't one of
see.
these junkies that does, you know, those illegal drugs that pharmaceutical companies can't really make a lot of money off of right now.
Yeah.
But they're working on it, especially when it comes to marijuana. By the way, just to let you guys know how much this is costing you specifically, the federal government spends about $54.4 billion a year on prescription pill-related abuse. So the number of people that get extremely sick because of their overdose, or people who die as a result of their overdose. This is costing us money, and it doesn't make any sense. Just because it's legal and you just need a prescription for it doesn't mean that it isn't harmful. I hate the propaganda that's out there. And that's not to say that, hey, this means that heroin is safer than prescription pills. We're not trying to say that at all. We're just trying to say that it's ridiculous that when pharmaceutical companies are pushing a drug, all of a sudden it seems like it's not that big of a deal. It's not that much of a health risk. It is a health risk.
By the way, the regions of the U.S. that are most affected are the poorest regions and also oftentimes the most Republican regions. West Virginia, that has at least a Democratic senator, but is generally red and has gone red in presidential elections. New Mexico, Kentucky, Nevada, and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Now, look, New Mexico, it turns blue in presidential elections sometimes. Nevada is a little bit purple. But overall, these are generally heavily Republican areas like Oklahoma, Kentucky, et cetera, where they say, you throw away the key, these goddamn druggies, the heroin, the cocaine, the marijuana. Oh, by the way, how many people killed from marijuana? Oh, right, none. Interesting, right?
Yeah, no one dies from marijuana.
Right. Now, why don't we have a campaign about, hey, be careful with prescription drugs, and it's really dangerous, and it could kill you. It kills you at a rate that's more than heroin or cocaine, because the drug companies are incredibly powerful. They're not going to let you do a campaign like that. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
These are the guys who basically guaranteed themselves a monopoly. We're not allowed to re-import drugs into the country. They've got 12-year patents on original drugs that got extended from 5 years to 12 years. The government can't negotiate with them. You think they're going to let the government do education campaigns about, hey, watch out, prescription drugs can kill you? Now, look, again, let's understand, prescription drugs oftentimes are good things. That's why you take them, right? To relieve pain, for other reasons. So it's not all bad at all, right? We understand that. But abusing prescription drugs is a serious problem that is afflicting a huge proportion of this country. But we never talk about it, and instead we make, the ones we don't make money off of, those are the terrible ones. The ones we make a lot of money off of, don't worry about those are fine.